Welcome. This is Dr. Ali, welcoming you to the course on the art of computer programming in C. Before we land into C programming, problem solving, algorithms, let us have a brief look at computer history, so that when we are programming a computer, we will have the correct perspective of the machine which got evolved as early as in 17th century. We trace the history of computer from 3000 BC till 1600, when abacus was the calculating machine or computing machine available. In 1642, Blaise Pascal, a French physicist, philosopher and mathematician, who built the first practical mechanical calculating machine. Comes 1673, Leibniz invented multiplication machine. 1830 marks the analytical engine designed by Charles Babbage. 1890, the US Census Bureau adopts the Hollerith punch card, tabulating machine and sorter to compile the result of 1890 census, reducing an almost 10-year process to 2.5 years, saving the government a whopping $5 million. Same 1890, the inventor Hermann Hollerith, a Census Bureau statistician, he formed the tabulating machine company in 1896. The TMC eventually evolved into International Business Machine IBM somewhere down the century. 1839, the first semi-electronic digital computing device is constructed by John Atansoff. 1941 marks the invention of Z3 by German inventor Konrad Zuse, who produced the Z3 for use in aircraft and missile design, but the German government misses the boat and does not support him. This is Z3, invented by Konrad Zuse. 1943, English mathematician Alan Turing begins operation of his secret computer for the British military. It was used by cryptographers to break secret German military codes. It was the first vacuum tube computer, but its existence was not made public until decades later. Meanwhile, Thomas Harold Flowers built the first digital and programmable computer called the Colossus. First generation of electronic computers we mark with 1945-1946. ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator. It was as huge as 30 tons, 8 feet high, 30 feet long. It was enormous. ENIAC was enormous. It contained 17,500 vacuum tubes linked by 5 lakh soldered connections. It filled a 50-foot long basement room and weighed 30 tons. Today, the mobile you are carrying, a single microchip, no bigger than a fingernail, can do more than those 30 tons of hardware. But then, it was that invention which has led us to today's computing devices. 1951, UNIVAC, the Universal Automatic Computer, used a teletype keyboard and printer for user interaction. UNIVAC 1. It became the first commercially available computer. It could handle both numerical as well as alphabetic data. So, alphanumeric term was coined there, that the computer could handle both numerical as well as alphabetical data. Second generation of computers is marked with the invention of transistor by William Shockley at Bell Telephone Lab. AT&T achieved the success in 1947. National Bureau of Standards introduced its Standard Eastern Automatic Computer, SEAC as it was known as. The first magnetic disk drive was designed by Jacob Rabinow, the first disk drive. IBM introduced its class of machines known as 700 business computers in 1955. That is also mark of second generation of computer. Bendix G15A, the small business computer, was sold for $45,000, designed by Harry Husky of NBS in 1956. It is the sequel to SEAC from NBS. Third generation of computers, Jack Kilby of Texas Instruments patented the first integrated circuits, IC, in February 1959. IBM announced the same time the System 360, the mainframe, the System 360, which became very popular, IBM 360. All-purpose computer using 8-bit character word length. A byte was the character word length in 1964. This was that IBM 360 machine at the time 1964, and there were a series of computer belonging to IBM 360. Third generation computers was marked by IC. DEC introduced the first mini computer, the PDB-8 in 1968. Integrated circuits were the part of computer hardware. Development began on ARPANET, which marked the era for internet. It was funded by DoD, Department of Defense, US in 1969. The original ARPANET had only 4 nodes: Ulka, Stanford, UCSB and University of Utah. And they could send messages to each other. So that was the original ARPANET in 1969, which laid the foundation for internet. And later on in 1995-96, the World Wide Web, which became officially in 1997. Fourth generation of computer was marked by, while third generation of computer was marked by ICs. Fourth generation of computer is marked by large scale integration, LSI, and very large scale integration. Intel introduced the 4-bit 4004, a VLSI of 2300 components in 1971 as its first microprocessor. This has given birth to the microprocessor, leading to multi-core processor and microcontrollers which we see today. Microprocessor 4-bit 4004 was the first microprocessor with the 2300 transistors and devices on a single chip of silicon. So it was the birth of microprocessor, next leading to 4008, 8008, 8080 and so on. Now Pentium, Core i5, Core i8. IBM developed the first true sealed hard disk drive. It was very common in 1973. It was named as Winchester drive. The first ever hard disk which was sealed hard disk drive. Hard disk along with the drive. Fourth generation computer, the era starts with 71 onwards, and it is still continuing. It is still continuing with fifth generation. In 1980, IBM signed a contract with the Microsoft company of Bill Gates, Paul Allen and Steve Ballmer to supply an operating system for IBM's new PC model. It was 1980, and 1981 the IBM PC was introduced to the market. IBM PC. Microsoft paid $25,000 to Seattle Computer for the rights to QDOS, the quick disk operating system that became Microsoft DOS. And this Microsoft DOS, MS-DOS, made Microsoft to begin its climb to become the world's largest computer company. Fourth generation of computer continues. Apple computer introduced the Macintosh personal computer in 1984. It was for the first time a graphical user interface with mouse connected to it, keyboard, disk drive, hard disk and mouse with graphical user interface. Apple Macintosh was the first to introduce the concept of graphical user interface instead of black and white command based interface to the user. Fifth generation of computers is marked by artificial intelligence. How intelligence can be imparted to the machine and it can behave like human brain. So AI is the keyword, buzzword in the history of computing, marking the fifth generation of computing, still continuing. So if you look at generation of computers, electronic computers in particular, it marks with vacuum tube technology, going to transistors, going to integrated circuit, moving to very large scale integration to quantum computing. And on the side of first generation computer, it was machine code, machine language. Second generation of computer, it was assembly language. Third generation of computer marked by high level languages. Fourth generation of computer marked by structured programming concept with C-like languages, Pascal-like languages. Then came object-oriented programming, and the fifth generation of computers with AI in place, making the revolution of machine learning, artificial intelligence, machine learning, with advent of several other programming languages like C, C++, Java, Python, JavaScript, and particular to AI and machine learning, so many libraries from Python. So this was a little bit history of computing generations and how programming languages got evolved. We will separately discuss this. But looking at what are the categories of modern computers. Personal computers, they are desktop, laptop, palm top. They are used by a single person at a time. Could be desktop, laptop and palm top. Then medium-sized mini computers, they are used by individual organization having their own intranet as well as connecting to internet. Mainframes, they are large real-time transaction processing systems. Typically used as data centers or storing the cloud data. Categories of modern computers, today's computers, they are characterized by largest capacity and fastest mainframes known as supercomputers. From India it is Param Brahma. From Japan, supercomputer. Cray supercomputer from US. So we are in the 5th, 6th generation of computing with supercomputing power and very high power of computing right in your hand when you are holding your cell phone. How to program that in C will be our next venture for the art of computer programming in C. Thank you.